Welcome back to Orange Hat Reviews, everybody. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. So, you all know me. Many who do know me know that I am a constitutional conservative and that the law of our constitutional republic is paramount. Even in cases that are this specific case that I've been covering since when it started. Alec Baldwin wins critical battle in Rust case. DA drops gun enhancement charge. They had no choice but to do this because there are some rules and technicalities when it comes to the law. And those rules and technicalities, while unfortunate in this case, are there for a good reason. So, without further ado, let's get into this. This is from TMZ, who, in my case, I have read this article. It is somewhat biased. The Santa Fe DA, or county DA, has got to be a little embarrassed today, dropping a key charge against Alec Baldwin that now means even if convicted, he might not spend any time behind bars. Although, if you ask me, 18 months behind bars is still more than enough to make sure that he is behind bars and does the full fucking time. The DA dropped the gun enhancement charge in the case. This after Baldwin's lawyer filed a motion excoriating prosecutors for going after the actor using a law that didn't apply. As reported, Baldwin is charged with the involuntary manslaughter of in the death of Halyna Hutchins. The DA initially tacked on the gun enhancement charge, i.e. using a gun to commit a crime. Problem is that at the time of the shooting, New Mexico law provided a gun enhancement charge could only apply if the gun was brandished, meaning the gun was displayed with intent to intimidate or injure a person. Now, I have often said that I do not believe that Alec Baldwin murdered Halyna Hutchins. That implies intent. However, he did point the gun at her and shoot it. The intent was there to pull the trigger. However, the intent was not there to intimidate or harm a person. Meaning the gun was displayed with intent to intimidate. That is clearly not the case with Baldwin. And I do agree with that. For some reason, the DA felt Baldwin could be charged with a recent amendment to the gun enhancement law that does not require brandishing. Thing is, that law was not enacted until 7 months after the shooting. So you cannot charge a person with a crime, specific crime, using a law that didn't exist. The amended part of that law didn't exist at the time that Alec Baldwin shot Halyna Hutchins. And that is a fuck up on the DA's part. That is a fuck up on the state of New Mexico's part. They should have had this the gun enhancement law nailed down tight. Except this amendment came only after Halyna Hutchins was shot. The DA belatedly saw it Baldwin's way and dropped the gun enhancement. Here's why it matters. If the gun enhancement charge stuck and Baldwin was convicted, he'd face a minimum of 5 years in prison. Now that it's been 86th, they seem to be overjoyed in this article. If Baldwin is convicted of involuntary manslaughter, he faces up to 18 months behind bars. But the judge could give him less or even probation, which is absolutely fucking retarded if they do. The DA also dropped a gun enhancement charge against armorer Hannah Gutierrez-Reed. So yes, this is a small victory for Alec Baldwin, but he still does need to answer for shooting Halyna Hutchins and killing her. FBI investigations have been done, folks. He pulled the trigger. There's no way that gun could have went off without him pulling the trigger. However, he cannot do the 5 years because it is unconstitutional. And as a person who is for the Constitution, I cannot inject bias into this. This is an unbiased thing. as much as it sucks, as much as I'd love to see him rot in prison for years, that's no longer going to be the case. However, I do hope that no deals are offered and that he is meant to serve the full 18 months for shooting Halyna Hutchins. Do I feel that is a slap on the wrist? Yes. However, the law is the law. And for somebody who is a constitutional conservative, one who respects the law and has all respect for those who have written the law with greater wisdom than myself, I feel that the law should apply equally to everybody. And I do believe that rich people should not be given any special treatment simply because they are rich or have any sort of eccentric identifiers attached to them. So anyway, folks, I wanted to give you this update. It sucks. It's bad news, but it's also important news. We cannot charge people with laws that didn't exist at the time that they committed those crimes. That is unconstitutional. Does it suck? Yes. But that is also a failure on the law's part because the law was not specific enough. Anyway, that's going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, folks. What do you think of this news? Do you think that this sucks? Or do you think that it shouldn't matter? I know there are a lot of people who think it shouldn't matter, but I do think it does matter and it should matter. Anyway, this has been Orange Hat Reviews. Have a wonderful night, and always remember, stay humble.